we seem to have misplaced the keys. So I think we gave them to Eden at some point, and we don't know where they went after that. So, I mean, here's real life problems when you have a kid and give them something important and forget about it.
Ready, Scots, go!
So if you guys enjoy watching our family and joining our adventures and all the things that we're doing together, make sure that you smash the like button and subscribe. Thank you. Eden, dance.
Eden got a little book. Isn't that so cute?
Was the book free?
Yeah, the book was free. And they have story times that we'll have to take Eden to. They have like English and Spanish story times.
This is my second year here. I got right around the last year. I had the bicycle.
Say giraffe.
Did you do a puppy? Puppy, yeah. Puppy. He's gonna make you a puppy. Watch him. She's almost a year and a half. Yeah. Look at that. Is that cool?
You're welcome.
Have a good one. Jump, 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 jump.
Come over there.
So that poor puppy didn't last very long, did he, Eden?
How long?
What was that, 5 minutes?
Probably 5 minutes.
Probably 5 minutes he lasted. But watching the clown guy, whatever, the balloon guy, make balloon animals threw me back to when I was serving my mission in Peru. My mission president, he had us do 10 ways to find is what he called them. So 10 ways to find families to teach. And one of our ways was to make balloon animals and contact families on the street. So we would just walk around with like balloons and the little blow up thing. And we'd go to like parks and stuff and ask like little kids and families if their kids wanted balloons. And then we'd make dogs and giraffes and flowers, and I think I like did horses and stuff like that. So, and I was all self-taught. I taught myself how to make all of those. And I might say I was pretty good at making balloon animals.
Some of them might have looked a little bit deformed, but recognizable.
Yep, and we met a lot of really great families that way, so it was a really cool way to find people.
So behind me is the wonderful and amazing large Hudson River, as I just showed you. And that land that's on the other side is actually New Jersey. So this is right where New York meets New Jersey. And right here from this angle, you can see the George Washington Bridge, I believe. And that's where you can get to New Jersey. One of the many locations, at least. So let's continue our journey.
Eden turned away.
Good use of bait.
That's how I get my kid to follow me. I have to lure her with keys to get her to follow me.
All right, so we have arrived at the Cloisters Museum of Medieval Art and History. We were not going to be going inside of the museum today, but we're gonna try to walk around the building and get some good shots of like the outside, and then maybe talk a little bit of history about like why this building exists right here in the middle of New York.
It's beautiful out here. I mean, you get a good view of it right there. Eden's going to chase the birds over there. I don't know if that's actually allowed. She's on the ground.
She's trying to breach the walls.
This is real life.
Real life with Eden.
She's being held by dad, wants to be held by mom. Actually looks like she wants to get down right now. Lots of times I feel like we only get like the happy moments, but there are a lot of behind the scene moments where Eden is whining or asking to get down or trying to switch between Jerry and I, or just telling us that she's done with what we're doing. So it's interesting to film a vlog around the needs and wants and desires of a toddler, but we make it work. Watch out, Eden. Oh, yuck, yuck. Yuck, yuck.
Alright, so on my phone I have the Met Museum pulled up, and it has a little history about the Cloisters, and so I was just going to tell you guys a little bit about it, and since I don't know it all from memory. And it says that essentially the Cloisters is created and integrated to be a visitor's experience that welcomes all different kinds of artwork. About 5,000 different types of artwork is inside of the building right now. And so the reason that it came to be is because in the early 1920s they wanted to be able to do something with this land, and so J.D. Rockefeller himself and a couple other people built and financed this project to have this Spanish Romanesque type castle design built. And so inside you'll find only things dedicated to like medieval art time period. So we definitely want to go inside there one day. But the outside is really nice and a lot of people like to come here, so it's pretty cool.
How you feeling right now, Eden? You feeling done with this? Go, Mom? Okay, come to Mama.
Classic. Alright, so I'm heading back to the Cloisters by myself for a second because we seem to have misplaced the keys. So I think we gave them to Eden at some point, and we don't know where they went after that. So, I mean, here's real life problems when you have a kid and give them something important and forget about it. So, let's find out.
2 hours later.
So, me not thinking, I gave Eden the keys when we were walking around out here in the Cloisters, and she dropped them along the path, and I lost the keys. You obviously saw footage of Jerry looking for the keys, and yeah, so we had probably a major freak out moment, would you say, Jerry?
Yeah, major freak out moment, because it's one of those moments where like everything that could possibly go wrong in 1 second like did. Because like we've always talked about how like if we're leaving the house and we're both going somewhere, we should take the right set of keys. We have 2 sets of keys. We have one that just has the house key, we have one that has the house key and our car key, which doesn't have a spare. And so today we didn't follow that rule, and we brought our set that had the car key, our only car key, which we need to get places and to move our car for street sweeping so we don't get towed tomorrow, and our house key, which we can't get into because our roommate is gone in Utah, who has the other key to get in the house. So this being lost was like a big deal. Like we had to keep looking for them because like we literally had no way to get into our house like anytime soon. We had no way to move our car, and Eden is crying the whole time.
Yep. And so, just like that. So I sent Jerry ahead to go try to find the keys and like double back, and I like hung out in the park with Eden, and he went around like 2 or 3 times, couldn't find the keys. And so I went out there and started walking around with him, helping him look with Eden, and of course she was fussy, she wants to go home, she's tired, hungry. And Jerry talks to multiple security guards, no one's seen the keys. No one knows where they are. We talk to people on the street, no one knows where they are. During this whole time, we're like saying prayers in our heart, right?
Yeah, and out loud.
And out loud. And finally, we're like on our last leg and we're like, okay, one more time around. Let's say a prayer before we go around again. And yeah, so Jerry and I and Eden, ooh, that's bright, sorry. Jerry, Eden, and I, we basically stand in a circle and we say an out loud prayer. And I said the prayer and I just asked that someone would find the keys and that they would hand them to us. And that God would bless us and that He would make a miracle happen. We start walking down the path and lo and behold, this woman comes walking around. And I just asked her, I was like, have you seen the keys? And what'd you say, Jerry?
Because I haven't seen any keys, but I'm just walking around the park aimlessly, so I guess I can help you.
And then what happened?
Like within like 1 minute, like she turned around and was like, oh, are these it? And they were just off to the side of the path and handed them to us, just like Brianna asked.
So, moral of the story is
that you have to continue to have, I think there's a few morals of the story. Like you need to have faith and continue with perseverance, like when things are hard, to not give up. That's one thing. And two, we believe that God is there and that He listens to us. You know, and so don't lack in faith in the times where God's willing to bless you, because that's completely what it felt like. It felt like God heard our prayer and like what we needed came true.
okay, I'm just gonna make an amendment. It didn't just feel like God heard our prayer, He did hear our prayer. And He answered it like to the T. And I don't know, some of you guys might not believe in God, but we do, and just we know that He heard us. And it was maybe seemed like a small thing to help us find our keys, but He blessed us and we found our keys. So we ended this trip to the Cloisters and to the park on a high note, right?
Definitely a high note. But now we are seeing the long road we have ahead of us to get home, and we're all super tired, so we're gonna start the trek.
We'll see you guys next vlog. This is ReadyScottsGo. What are we doing, babe? Signing off, right?
Signing off.
Signing off, out of breath. We love you guys. Bye.